Most local businesses are just a couple of website tweaks away from doubling their online visibility. They've made some mistakes in setting up and structuring their website, which is actively hurting their rank position, which of course reduces the number of calls they receive from local customers. So in this video, I'm going to help you fix that. I'm going to cover exactly how to structure your local business website so that you can improve your local rank. By optimizing the structure of your site, you're going to be able to get more calls, more traffic, and of course, more customers. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to structure your website to build the most amount of topical relevance, topical authority, and trust with Google's algorithm. My name is Caleb Alku, and I started an SEO agency back in 2016. I grew that agency to 7 figures in around 3 years. Since then, I've helped hundreds of other people start and grow their own SEO agencies. Recently, we've shifted to focus on AI SEO, especially around local spaces. So I'm going to reference a drawing for the best way to structure your local website for SEO. If you want a copy of it, I'm going to put a link in the comments of this video where you can go and grab it free of charge. It's just a PowerPoint slide. But if you go and grab it now, it's going to make the rest of this video make a lot more sense. So the focus here, what I'm going to focus on is a single location, a local site, one business, one Google business profile. If you're interested in a multi-location business, in other words, a local business that has more than one Google business profile, let me know in the comments. If enough people ask for it, I might record a video where I break down how to structure a multi-location site. It's a little bit different and a little bit more complex than what I'm going to talk about here, which is a one business, one GBP website. So, open up that slide, I'll show you what it looks like, and let's go ahead and start at the top. So for a business with a single Google business profile, the homepage is typically going to be your GBP landing page. When I say GBP landing page, that just means the URL that you have put in the website box on your Google business profile. We're going to do it that way because your homepage is usually, almost always, the most powerful URL on your domain. So using that as the GBP landing page, using that as the website that the GBP is connected to, is going to make it much more likely to rank farther and farther away from your business address. So beyond just linking it with the GBP on the homepage, we also want to make sure that we include a few other things. Number 1, the title tag should be an exact match to the GBP primary category and city. Number 2, you need local business schema that is an exact match to the GBP information. Number 3, you'll want to include a Google Maps embed of the GBP location. And finally, number 4, you'll want to also include a review widget that allows you to embed GBP review. Those 4 things are very valuable on your GBP landing page. Make sure you include them. Now, most local businesses make a massive mistake and only choose one GBP category. I can't tell you how many new clients we have where you go into their GBP and they have one category. Google lets you choose up to 10, so you definitely need to choose more than one. For every secondary category that you have on your GBP, you're going to create a GBP category page on your website. The homepage is going to link to each category page, and the category page is going to link back to the homepage. Now, the link from the homepage will ideally be an editorial link that's included in a short paragraph that talks about that GBP category. We know that Google looks at surrounding content to determine relevance for links, so we want the content around that link to talk about that category. Now, the GBP category page that you created, it's going to have a title tag with an exact match for the secondary category and city name, similar to your homepage, but for the other category. Then you'll use an H1 tag on that category page to talk about the GBP service that's most relevant to that GBP category. Yes, your GBP also needs to have at least 20 or so GBP services. So if you need help coming up with 10 categories and 20 or 30 services, check out this video I did earlier that's focused on using AI to optimize your Google business profile. So other relevant GBP services will also be on that category page, but you'll use H2 tags for each of them. Every single one of the services that you have on your GBP will either be an H1 or an H2 tag on the most relevant GBP category page. And similar to how we have linked the homepage to the category page, we're now going to link the category page to the new service pages that we're going to create. That's right, every service is going to have its own page on this website. The reason that we're doing all of this is to create this massive amount of topical relevance for all the categories and services that you have on your Google Business Profile. We want everything to match. We want to show Google as much as we can that everything on your Google Business Profile is consistent with everything on your website. Plus, since all of these are highly relevant to your primary category, we're also creating a massive amount of topical relevance for your primary GBP category. So if you have 20 services and 5 categories, you're going to end up with 26 pages of content at this point. So each page is going to need an article written about that category or service focused on the city that the GBP address is in. And this is important. Make sure it's the city in the GBP address, not the city you want to rank for. Your GBP is very, very hard to rank it for a city where the address is different. So that sounds like a lot of content, but ChatGPT is here to help you write that content very, very quickly. And we're not quite done with our local site structure yet. You should go set up local rank tracking that shows your rank position on a map. As we know, local ranking is significantly influenced by the searcher's distance from the Google Business Profile address. Using a local rank tool, like the one we use, Local Dominator, will give you a map that looks like this. This is, of course, a before and after of the same client, but you get the point. The importance here is you'll see exactly which areas that you aren't ranked in the top 3 for. And remember, for maps, for GBP, position 4 is the first loser. So if you aren't in the top 3 anywhere, then we're going to need supporting content. The supporting content, the more relevance and the more trust we build with Google's algorithm, the farther away we're going to be able to rank our Google Business Profile. So if you look at this map ranking and you aren't in the top 3 anywhere except very, very close to their GBP address, then we need to start adding supporting content. And this supporting content, it can support any Google Business Profile category or service that you want to improve ranking for. Ideally, you're going to focus on ones that are relatively near the GBP address, just a few miles away. So for example, if I were ranking very poorly for garbage disposal replacement for my plumbing Google Business Profile in Houston, I would add supporting content pages for the GBP service page, garbage disposal replacement. If I were ranking poorly for the broader GBP category Plumber Houston, then I would add supporting content about Plumber Houston. You'll want to set up rank tracking like this for all the keywords in your area that have a reasonable search volume, so you know what categories and services you need additional supporting content for to improve your ranking. Now, once you've done that and you've used supporting content to rank very close to the GBP within just a few miles, your goal is obviously going to be to try to rank farther and farther and farther away. And you can do this with location pages that target specific neighborhoods. Now, as I briefly mentioned, Google makes it very difficult to rank in a city that is different from the one that your GBP address is in, but not neighborhoods. So what we want to do is add locally relevant content about these neighborhoods to help build that trust and expand that green area as wide as we can. So we're going to go to Google Maps and we're going to set the zoom so that the neighborhood's names come up. Here's an example of what that looks like for Houston. So we're going to overlay this map and the Local Dominator rank position map. And anywhere where we see we're not in the top 3, then we're going to write a local page about the GBP primary category and that neighborhood, not the city, that specific neighborhood. So we're going to create a locations page that links to the homepage, and we'll link to all of these neighborhood specific pages. And that's it. So once you have this basic structure down and created, you're then going to start producing supporting content and location content to improve your rank position for specific categories, specific services, or specific neighborhoods, depending on what your rank tracking is showing you need to improve. To write all of this content, which very quickly can turn into dozens or hundreds of articles, I want you to go and check out this video I did about using AI to write, rank, and improve existing content.